a kilometre wide. So little, yeah, I suppose it is little, but this is known as the Dursey Isles, Dursey Island. To get over to where basically you catch a cable car, basically just over this part here. So about an hour's walk away from where we actually are at the moment. So the cable car comes across the actual water there. Absolutely beautiful, great scenery to see. This is basically the Lamb's Head Peninsula in front of me here, and then where we're actually staying. Basically, you can just see it in the distance. There's actually a castle there. We're not staying in the castle, by the way, but that's a Sheep's Head Peninsula there with the actual castle on it. We're going to be heading down to there tomorrow to actually do the walk around there. So if I just zoom in there, and then in the distance there, you've got the furthest point south in Ireland, known as Mizzen Head, where we were the other day. So if you can just make that out in the distance there, it is a little bit misty, you could say, at the moment. But that's Mizzen Head right in the distance there. So where we are at the minute, Dursey Island, guys. And to get here, you come by cable car, not by boat, not by ferry, not by car. You actually come across on a cable car, and it's the most spectacular cable car. It takes about 5-10 minutes to actually get across, but what a wonderful journey across it is. So here we are, guys, on a small island there. We're just making us back. The last cable car to get back to the mainland there is 7:30. So I'd imagine there's going to be a few people on the island starting to make the way back now. There'll probably be a queue. There is a limit to 4 people in. Due to COVID and everything at the minute, there is a maximum of 4 in the cable car. When we actually came across, there was only me and the wife, and obviously Teddy. Teddy came across with us as well. So Teddy's had his first journey in a cable car. Teddy's having a ball. He's basically been on a boat this holiday. He's now been in a cable car, and he's going to go on that again, and he's having a ball. But all he wants to do is go swimming. He just loves. But around this area here, we just basically walked up to the top, but I couldn't get reception for some reason, but round the top there, about another 15-20 minutes walk from here around there. Absolutely stunning views of the cliffs. You can walk a lot further, but due to time conditions to daylight, we just don't have the time to go further. We was a little bit late getting here. We stopped off at a number of places heading across here. We did leave around about 9 o'clock this morning, and it is now 17:46, so 5:45 in the evening. We've been going for a fair few hours, guys. But just to show you this beautiful scenery and beautiful countryside of a different part of Ireland to where I usually broadcast from. And isn't it just absolutely stunning? But I could literally just stay here and just listen to the sea brushing against these rocks down below. Absolutely fabulous. So you can see not the most spectacular cliffs on this part, but wow, the ones further along, I took lots of pictures. They were absolutely beautiful. So we're going to make us way back now. You can't actually see that. Basically, this is the mainland over the other side here, and then you've got an inlet which actually passes through where you actually get the cable car across. But absolutely fantastic. My wife's ahead there with Teddy. Teddy's actually having a ball, as you probably aware. But we do have to put him on the lead as we approach the houses. No houses on this part of the island, believe it or not. We've just walked up a fair bit, like I say, 15-20 minutes ahead here. No houses whatsoever along there. Mainly the houses are towards where the cable car and the place where you basically come across to the island from. Sorry, my picture seems to have gone a little bit blurry. See if I can get you back on that. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can get refocused. There we go. We're refocused. Chad, good afternoon, my friend. How are you doing? We are across on a small island here, 6 kilometres by 1 kilometre, the beautiful Dursey Island here in West Cork here. And where we are staying, we're staying basically on the Sheep's Head Peninsula, which is this part here of the island. This is Lamb's Head Peninsula, then you've got Sheep's Head Peninsula, then you've got the furthest point south in Ireland, which is Mizzen Head, which goes along here. I just give you a little bit of a, see if I can zoom in on, I see my pictures, see if I can get you back again. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. I was just about to say your picture was pin shot. Yeah, there you go. It's not picking up the focus when I actually zoom in, but let me see if I can zoom in there. There you go. So this little peninsula in front of us here, this is known as Lamb's Head Peninsula. You've got these beautiful you can probably see it there. You can't actually get through. Right between there, it looks like there's a bit of an island there to the right-hand side. The one over the back there is the peninsula we're actually staying on. That's known as the Sheep's Head Peninsula. So that's the one you can see now in the distance there. And if I can zoom in there, you've actually got a castle right on the end. We are heading down to that tomorrow morning. We're going to do the walk. There's a loop walk around the end there for a few hours anyway. And then the one in the far distance there basically is Mizzen Head. So right down at the end there, where right down. That is the furthest point south you can go in Ireland, guys. That is known as Mizzen Head. There's a lighthouse, there's the telecommunications and everything down right on the bottom. Absolutely stunning walk. You pay €5 to actually, I think it was €5, something like, no, €15, something like, I can't even remember now. It's a couple of days back. Did we do that yesterday? That's how good I am. My memory is totally gone. But yeah, we were down on Mizzen Head like a couple of days ago. Yeah, it wasn't yesterday because we was in Gugambara yesterday in the beautiful forest part there yesterday, looking at the waterfalls, climbing the mountains, and getting absolutely soaked because it never stopped raining from the time we got there to the time we got back. And then we actually got in the car, we drove back absolutely soaked. It was still raining. We got about 5 miles away from where we're actually staying, the small cottage we're staying. And guess what? Yeah, the rain stopped. And we managed to get a couple of, well, I got a couple of pictures of Teddy. I got the Teddy silhouette, which I put up on Instagram and Twitter. And also I got a couple of beautiful sunset pictures as well. But yeah, just typical. When you're nearly home, the sun actually comes out. And that's the same applies now. We've had the odd little shower today, but not too bad at all. Not too bad. It's probably been the best day we've had in Cork so far, weather-wise. It's been actually quite nice today. But some beautiful views around this little island, guys. And I don't know whether I can stay on long enough to actually show you the cable car. I did take a number of pictures of the cable car when we were coming across on it. There was only nobody else coming across at that time when we did. There's basically cable cars it takes, like I say, 5-10 minutes to get across, so 5-10 minutes to get back again. So this cable car is like literally every 15-20 minutes anyway. But we don't want to leave it until like the last cable car to cross is 7:30. I don't particularly want to get back there for like 7:15 because there could be a few people there waiting to get back as well. And I'm not quite sure whether they do work after 7:30. What happens if there's like 20 odd people waiting to get off the island and it comes to the last cable car and you're not on it? What does happen there? Do you do you settle in here for the night? I don't know. I'm sure they would actually, if there was too many people, I'm sure they would actually keep going till after 7:30. I mean, they'd have to, I suppose. It's not your fault if you actually get there, you're in the queue, and it's just that there's too many people in front of you. I don't think they're going to actually cut off and say, sorry, that's enough. But apparently from here you can actually see seals, you can see the dolphins, you can see whales, but it's the same with anything. When you go places to look at birds, etc. like that, you need to sit down, you need to spend a lot of time there rather than walking around. Like, you need to set up your little stall like on the edge of a cliffs or basically on the headland there, and you just need to sit, wait and wait and wait. Pretty much like fishing, guys. You don't automatically throw your hook and line into the water and catch a fish straight away. It's all the waiting game, guys. And it's the same here. To actually see the beautiful dolphins, the whales, the whatever, the seals and everything like that, it is all about waiting. And you do need to basically set up your stall and play a patient game, basically. But isn't that just beautiful, guys? It is absolutely wonderful now. Absolutely stunning. And I can see the sun's actually going to go down in that direction. Not for a few hours yet. We've still got a couple of hours to go before basically sunset. We're going to be back on the mainland by then. Teddy, Teds, come here. Come here. Come and say hello to everybody. Come and say hello to everybody. Wait. Say good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? And happy Wednesday. He says no. He says, you took too many pictures of me today, Dad. He says, no more pictures, please. We do have to put him up around this corner because there are a lot of sheep which are not only in the fields, they're basically on the road, they're up the side parts here, and they are free roaming around the island, which is great actually to see. And there's also cattle and everything on here as well. How the hell they got them across here, I'm not quite sure. They must be by boat because there's no way they'd actually fit into the cable car anyway. But like I say, the only way to access for the public, people actually coming across here to visit or anything like that, tourists, people like myself, is by the cable car which comes across to the island. But isn't that just a beautiful view, guys? And then I'd like to explore. I'd like to be down here by the edge of the cliffs and walk along the actual cliffs. But in some of the places, guys, especially where we've actually walked from, the drop is literally severe. I have to keep an eye on Teddy quite a bit of the time there. Good day, Walt. Just popped in to say good day. Very late here, so I can't stay. But this is beautiful scenery. Well, I appreciate it, Mel. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, my broadcasts are only like 5-10 minutes anyway, Mel. So I do really appreciate you dropping in. I was just saying where you can just make out the peninsula we're staying on. This is basically, we're on a little island at the minute. This is known as Dursey Island. This is basically Lamb's Head Peninsula. This is part of the mainland in front of you. And like I say, I just focused out again. Let me just get focused in again. And the next island along there is the peninsula we're actually staying on. So that's the what's known as the Sheep's Head Peninsula. You can just make it out in the distance. There's basically a castle right on the end there. And then the furthest one you can actually see is Mizzen Head. That's one which is quite misty at the minute, as you can see. But if you get right down to the end, that is the furthest part south you can actually go in Ireland. You can just make it out in the picture there. So that's, you can't get any further south. Apparently you can. There's a place called Browhead, which is a couple of kilometers away from there. Sheep in a cable car would look like a scene from a Wallace. Chad, apparently that has happened. They do that. They do bring sheep across here. Obviously, they don't bring the cattle across here, but so I've been told that sheep do actually come in the cable car across here. Oh my God. I wouldn't like to be the person who's actually awesome. Thanks, Mal. I wouldn't like to be the person who's actually cleaning up after them anyway. But Teddy's ahead here, like you can see him on the side. It is so quiet. It is so peaceful. It's just so beautiful. I'll just stay quiet just for a few seconds and you can hear. It is so peaceful, so quiet. I wanted to, just heard a bird actually come by. I wanted to actually climb the mountains around here to get the better views. I mean, this is lovely. You are on a road or anything like that, but no dogs are allowed like up there. Apparently, there's big signs saying dogs have been shot in the past. So it says basically no dogs, no dogs, no dogs, and there's big signs on. So I thought, well, we'll take the easy path. We'll do this path along here, like, which has been beautiful anyway. Some absolutely stunning views from here. It's just that I like is there's mountains around. You know me, I like to climb up. We did a couple yesterday in Guggenbauer. In fact, we did the two toughest routes yesterday. That was there, two strenuous routes. Awesome, awesome views from the top. But like I say, what a day we had. It rained from the time we got there to the time we got back. Well, about 15-20 minutes before we got back, because then the sun the sun came out and we got that beautiful sunset, and I managed to do the Teddy silhouette. Now I just see my reception is starting to fade, guys, so that's my 15 minutes up anyway. I've gone down to poor reception, so I don't want to carry on if it's going to be like this. So I'm going to love you and leave you for the time being. I'm going to appreciate your company, your chat. Thanks a million for joining in. No matter where you are around the world, stay safe, be good, but most of all, guys, be kind. Thanks a million for joining, Chad, Mel, and everybody else. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful afternoon. Have a wonderful morning. And who knows, we might get another broadcast in by the end of the day. take it easy, guys. For myself and Teddy Zoo. Oh, he's actually down the side of me. For myself and Teddy, guys, have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you soon.